Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Haven. We are starting from a different start screen today, so I can show off a bit more of this loading art. Hopefully, there we go. Starting off with us waking up from a sleep. Every sleep gives us a little bit of health. It's always nice to remember that. So you don't have to fully heal your characters if you plan on going to sleep, unlike normal.
I call shower.
I call second.
Oh, nothing I need to cover up there, which is brilliant. I appreciate I might have missed that in the last episode. I'll endeavour to constantly get the leaf out whenever it is necessary from here on in. Might have rushed that in the editing process. But I don't think there's anything to do here, so we're just going to nip straight outside and get on with our day. There's a noise here. That noise, like, always rubs me the wrong way. Taking food out of your backpack does not sound like that. Nor does putting it in sound like that either, but hey.
Do you think that other
I'm
critter
not
is
gonna
still
complain.
blocked? That's funny. At first I found the shrooms disgusting, but now I actually think he carries them well.
Well, I'm glad that Oink has changed your mind, you, because he is an adorable creature and we will love him forever. I think we're going to go and just use the bait here. Now, I've got good stuff. I took roasted apple juice out.
Like I told you, love can do miracles. That and cutting enhancing hormones. Now we just need to see if it works.
Burble.
I knew she could never resist my cooking. All right, shall we go for a ride?
I mean, I'm not going to force her, so...
Only if Burble agrees.
I think that Burble will agree to anything if we save a plate for her.
Okay, well, the roasted apple juice would have been perfect because they only give a little bit of XP rather than, you know, health or anything like these ones do. But I suppose I'll just put... Okay, I'll treat Burble this time. Why not? Any apple juice?
We'll need to wait a little bit for it to grow.
Okay, new day. Oh, there's Burble. Let's jump on. We want to go all the way over here. Fast travel just makes this game so much nicer. Because whilst I do love zooming around all over the place, and the mechanics are really good for that, it just takes so much time in the day as we're travelling further and further away.
Do you see the size of this building?
Don't worry you, I believe it's not going to be too long.
Looks like an assembly shop. There were some like that, in truth. Well, in a little better shape, I guess. Let me know when you want to leave, all right?
I think it's this episode where we actually start to be able to use the rust in more just repairing the place.
Yep.
As you can see, after these couple of levels up,
Are you okay?
our attack's doing far better,
One
which is
down.
really good. Because it just makes these fights that much more,
Ready when you are.
much quicker, especially seeing as now we're doing 4 enemies rather than just 2 or 3.
And done.
I'm also doing a little bit better if I do say so myself. On the first couple of fights I showed off.
You?
Yep, saw that. Target left.
Wow.
I talked the whole way through, and it's
That looks
you can
bad.
tell that these lines are repeated a fair bit,
One left.
but just the constant chatter throughout the whole fight, it just makes it that much more enjoyable to sit through and do, because it is part of gameplay.
Let's get it over with.
And done.
Probably the one
On it.
downside
There
to
you
the
go.
game after a little while, the one bit which could have done strengthening, just a different fighting system, because it does get samey until you get to a boss fight. And I'm so close to leveling up too. It always annoys me, like sort of that 1 XP to before you level up and you're thinking, oh, I've got to do a whole fight, or
To a
I have to
rust
go and find a scene
world.
for them to do and get that little bit extra.
I hope we didn't do all this for
But
nothing.
hey, you know, it is what it is.
No way.
Oh no. I mean, clearing up an islet will give you, aside from uncovering, you know, food and flow bridges and whatnot, it will give you the option to fast travel. You cannot fast travel
My
to
turn.
an islet which is still covered in rust. But I've
Make sure they
Googled
don't
a
get
lot,
squished.
like best combat items very shortly. And then suddenly rust becomes one of the most important resources you could possibly have, especially for somebody who isn't brilliant at the whole fighting system. You know, putting your shields up at the right time, making sure that you're quick on you know, releasing your impacts or your pacifiers, and making sure that you single out your enemies. Because although it is easy to grasp, I do struggle in mastering this combat system. I'm still not brilliant at it. Now it'll become. I do get better. I think there's. We'll go and go up to this place, and I do a really good job of this fight.
This one doesn't look very
Coming up.
nice.
That's unfortunate, because he's right in the middle of the road.
Yes, second boss fight. I'm just going to take a little look. I've got enough health to really do it. I'm not too worried at this point. Just collect that so I don't forget it. And then we'll go and we'll engage this boss.
He's preparing something. One of us should charge up our shield.
And that the game just flat out tells you exactly what you're supposed to do, which is nice. And I take a couple of go rounds to actually get this right. But this is the first time you really sort of need to use your shield.
Are you blocking or am I? Because if neither of us does, this'll hurt.
As you can see, that blast did nothing. And he's going to attack K here.
Well done.
And you did 30 damage there.
Keep hitting.
Hold on. Remind me who's
So
covering and who's attacking.
It's about time. About your timing. Because K's still doing no damage here. The shield goes up.
Oh, this one's tough.
Maybe try something else. I got your back.
As he attacks, 300 damage. It's about that timing.
Now we strike. All set.
Now.
Yeah, I've got a very limited window to get it done. But as you can see, that both my characters are now in the yellow.
This one's tough.
Maybe try something else. No, wait. I'm the one blocking. You start loading and attack as soon as he gets weak.
Not this time.
Go, go, go!
Perfect. We're out of sync. We need to work on our time.
This is where this sort of
Dig it.
this combat system really shines. It's
Did I miss?
just with the different sort of your standard mobs as you go around clearing up the islands, which get fairly similar.
You can cheer me on later.
They mix it up a little bit with you know, they'll match the lizards with bugs and gazelle type creatures, and they have different, you know, you could damage them with either impact or blast and they don't do anything.
Oh, did I miss?
Don't think so.
Not feeling so good. He's ready. Pacifying time.
Thankfully I don't lose a character.
Harvest time.
Yes, but they're pretty close at this point.
As usual. That's how we rock.
Hey, we're getting good at this.
Definitely.
I mean,
Not enough patting our own backs. We need it. There.
I wouldn't say that we're getting. I am getting better, but it's still not
Seems like
brilliant.
you weren't worried about thieves.
Why do you say that?
The door. It has an auto-open device. You know, like it opens when you get near it.
Doesn't look like it's opening.
Of course. The system probably ran out of flow a long time ago.
If that's all there is, it shouldn't be an issue. Move over.
You just instantly pull us out of the sleeve.
How did you do that?
I figured out a trick. Remember when I upgraded the gloves with the Draka's mapping chip? Actually, it turned out that I shorted the redundancy in the safety system. Anyway, if I try to flush the flow, it does this. You can try it. I'm sure it'll work on yours too.
Wow.
Alright, why not check inside?
Just blow K's mind a little bit. Out of the way, monster. Thank you.
Just look at these machines. This isn't a workshop at all. It's a museum.
Or just a very old workshop.
True. I was hoping we could pilfer some parts to fix up the nest, but That just went right out the window. All these machines are at least 1,000 years old.
I'd say more like 50.
Same thing. None of this will be compatible.
Not sure about the nest, but I should be able to make this extender nozzle work.
How old are you, Kay?
Loot, how old are you exactly?
Very funny. It's just that my engineering school was a bit slow to update its tech. I'll admit, I never thought I'd get to use that knowledge.
We'll take the extender nozzle then?
Might as well be useful to someone.
Very useful to me. I'll tell you that for free. Right. Look at that. That's a couple of fights out of the way, and you can't actually use these on the road. You need to actually camp, which takes me a little while to figure out, even though there's a massive symbol in the middle for the camping system. So I think we're just going to go straight and do that.
This way.
Here we go.
I hope
Look
that's
out.
gonna be enough.
Lucky for us, 50%. We're not gonna get very far with this.
It's just cute, isn't it? But look at this. It's just such a
Here's hoping there's a
beautiful.
placebo. I hope that's gonna be enough.
It'll be fine. It's just such a beautiful place. I love the atmosphere that this game creates. I really do.
You know what we should have packed?
A card game? I'd really go for a card game.
My guitar.
You have a guitar?
Well, yeah.
Where is it?
At my house. On top. Well, I guess these days I can't really call it my house. Or even say it's my guitar.
I didn't know that you played.
To be honest, I wouldn't really say that I play.
Same.
My mother's had me take courses when I was little. I took them for 2 years and then I got tired. I never touched it again. I even called it an old-timey instrument. But I don't know. Now, with the campfire and everything, I wish I could pull it out.
Oh, I would have played along on the harmonica.
Because you play the harmonica?
No. But since we're imagining things, let's just run with it.
Yeah, you're right. I can already picture it.
We could have founded a band.
The #1 band on Source.
Okay, UK trio, because I don't know what the other one means.
U and K Trio.
How is it a trio?
Give people something to talk about.
Very good. I was thinking more along the lines of
The Flow Phantasm. Sorry, Oink.
the Flow Phantasm,
Very poetic.
isn't it?
Why not
Oh, bite the rust.
bite the rust?
Not bad.
Part of me feels so called out.
Dual flow.
Because I have 2 guitars, 2 harmonicas, and 3 ukuleles.
Acronym blues.
Like, who needs 3 ukuleles? But I have 3 ukuleles,
Where
and
the
I can
heart
play
is.
none of them very well. Like, I play piano, that's what I was taught in school, and I just have these instruments,
Apple juice.
and I love to have a little strum around and mess about with them.
I definitely like that.
We are
To do it
so
around
apple
the
juice stew now.
like a
We'll
campfire
burn the
and
house down.
out here like this would be just incredible. This game just looks so beautiful when it wants to.
Do you think the other critter is still blocking the flow bridge?
If so, one flow burst should be enough to force him out.
Right, well, I think we're going to head back to the nest first to get this celebrate done, so I don't mess it up like I did last time. Yeah, I had the ukuleles on my cashier till, and I'd play it throughout the pandemic, just for people, a little bit of music. I could string together a couple of chords, and strum in sort of a rhythm for people, and they loved it. But that was all I managed. I never really took lessons. Took a couple to learn how to actually hold the guitar and how to play it. But I don't know. I just never really kept it. And I use a harmonica whenever I'm pushing around the big cleaning machine, and I use it as sort of a train whistle, you know, to make the toot noises as I went past, and you know, make customers aware of you know, there's this great big machine coming up.
You like scratching for Mama, you, don't you?
He prefers Papa K's. Tell her, Runk. Tell her you prefer Papa K's.
Papa K's sounds like a
Good
pizza
thing
joint,
no one is seeing us right now.
or sort of a fast food chain. I might nick that for a book, actually.
All right, this works.
Awesome. Could you build a gyro stabilizer for the nest?
I can only make kind of simple things, like flow capsules. Hold on, let me show you. Just take a bit of rust and...
Press A. They're like battle items, these little float capsules. Best thing ever invented. So you're able to use them to heal, to do extra damage, to increase your speed, how fast you're able to charge them up, and it's just, once you get the hang of how to use them, they're like God's gift to the world. Incredibly useful, and it attacks the whole sort of line, it deals damage to the whole sort of line as well. You just use them as if you were going to use your blast or your impact, and I love them because it just makes the fight so much easier. I don't have to constantly worry about the fact that I have to go back to a camp and spend the rest of the day, or come back to the nest. It's just really good stuff, these little capsules. Oh, and don't ask me to play anything for you, because it's not good. Like, maybe if I boot up GarageBand. No, I'm not even going to say that, because I don't have enough talent in my rhythm to, you know, enough rhythmical sense to actually make it work. But yeah, this is how you make these flow capsules, and I make an awful lot of them, to the point where later on I start to get worried that I've used up most of my rust, and I might not be able to afford to fix the nest.
And here it is, a brand new capsule. Just need to activate it during combat in order to use it.
Oh, so no gyro stabilizer then?
Sorry.
No need to be sorry. No worries. This is good. I mean, this is great. Really great. If you could just explain to me what the flow capsules do when you get a chance. 'Cause I missed that part.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
The apple brew should be ready by now.
Ah,
Looks
yes.
like it is.
Fantastic, let's celebrate.
There's an uprising in the apiary. The factories on Down are at a standstill. Beauty is complete havoc. The revolutionary forces have stood heavy losses, but everything could still change. The remaining able-bodied survivors have taken up arms and gather on top to launch the last offensive. Your many years working in a revolutionary cell have turned you into a natural leader. The crowd behind you is awaiting instructions.
Sounds like the end of a D&D campaign.
I march on the council.
Some of the revolutionaries in your group have taken issue with your decision. They wanted to put an end to the matchmaker's dictatorship, but they cannot imagine a society without the council.
Borons!
They're wanting to split up. They head for the matchmaker.
I agree with you. Let them do it.
Let them do it. We don't need these cowardly cowards.
Bit much,
The
but
raging
okay.
mass quickly splits into two groups. Most of the revolutionaries are still behind you, but you can feel that their confidence has been shaken. You finally arrive in front of the council's palace. But as you start ramming into the doors, they open on their own, unleashing an army of Hornet drones who are hiding inside.
Loot!
The Hornets charge. They neutralize your first line within a few seconds. Some of them are moving swiftly towards your flanks. They're trying to surround you.
Press on. Yeah, I feel that confidence.
Press on! Press on!
You shout your order, but it's too late. You are too disorganized, but especially you are too few. The line of Hornets manages to cordon you off. You are trapped, stuck in place. Through one of the Hornets' audio chat, you can hear that the other group has had the same fate. You feel the end coming. The revolution has been stifled. Suddenly, right under your feet, a trap door opens. You see Kay signaling for you to come down.
Oh, go on then.
Hey, pretty boy.
No time to chat. You go
He
down
even
the
gave
ladder.
himself a voice.
The underground tunnels lead you to a secret spatioport where the nest is awaiting you, ready to take off in case things take a turn. And take a turn they do. Kay takes your hand to lead you in.
Oh, I guess I'm going to go all in, aren't I? Go on, give him a kiss.
I kiss him.
After being routed by the Hornets, the touch of his lips feels very comforting. Kay lays his hands below your hips and brings you toward him.
Take his shirt off and grab his butt.
Take his t-shirt off.
Where is this
He
going?
allows you, then helps take yours off.
Oh
Your
god.
breasts are pressed against his burning chest. Kay puts his hand behind your neck, and a shiver goes through your body.
Guys, we're still
You
here.
no longer hear the commotion outside. Your spirit is captured by the taste of his saliva, the smell of his sweat.
Yeah, let him have his way.
I let him have his way.
Kay's lips slide along your cheek. His hand slides along your spine. You can feel his penis rubbing on your stomach. And as Kay sinks his teeth into your neck,
Okay, stop. Stop talking.
Thank you.
Show me.
Okay. Thanks for the level up. Yeah. I think even I'm visibly shaken playing this. Took me a little second to start pressing buttons there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely shaking a little bit. Time for a shower.
do you want to shower with me?
Oh, I just got out.
What? You could have told me.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Across the room right in front of you. Naked. You just don't look at me anymore.
Dude, you've literally just done that. Calm down. But it's part of what makes this game special, you know. They're not afraid to shy away from what is a natural part of the relationship with most people. And I do find that charming in a sense, even if it did shake me a little bit. But yeah, it's not something. It's part of the game. I don't particularly want to take it out. I'm sure I'll make it into the final cut because it's natural, even if it does make you feel a bit weird watching it. Doesn't that cake look good? Let's eat that cake. Come on. No, none of this stuff. Eat the cake. Cake.
Go directly to dessert. Do not collect main course.
Exactly.
I like this idea.
Sorry, I thought this would be plenty.
Did you think I was being sarcastic? I really do like the idea. 5 stars. Would do again.
So, now I draw?
Yeah, this is the end of your turn, so you actually draw 2 cards. My turn. Pick a bauble. You get 2 baubles.
In your dreams. Reverse.
Reverse, reverse.
Reverse mirror.
No, you can't reverse mirror on a reverse reverse. You need a reverse 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 or a reverse reverse mirror.
What
What
game are
about
we playing?
boomerang?
Boomerang only works when it's your hand. So, now you get 4 baubles.
What? Why 4?
That's 2 for the pick-a-bobble and 1 for each reverse.
I'm not sure I understand where this game is going.
Come on! It's so fun! I used to play it all the time when I was a kid.
Oh, with who?
With you? You always say that you didn't have friends when you were a child.
That's right. I was playing alone. What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to picture you sitting on the ground by yourself playing pick-a-bobble.
Well, I played
Alright,
Yu-Gi-Oh with myself
let's
when I was
pack this
young.
up.
Why?
This sucks. I'm being a bit vulnerable and you're making fun of me.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Well, why would you want to stop the game while I'm winning anyway?
You are not even remotely winning.
Is that right? Double pick a bubble.
Double reverse.
How many reverses do you have?
Enough to cover you with bubbles.
You can tell you shuffled that deck. Yeah, you know, I played Yu-Gi-Oh by myself. I played Top Trumps by myself. It was interesting. It was fun to just practice and
I'm
stuff.
still wondering about the critter we saw. At some point, it'll have to move to feed itself, right? What if we found a hiding place nearby?
Unless it feeds on flow.
What?
That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? I know if I were sitting at an unlimited buffet, I wouldn't give up my spot easily either. Except if someone came along with something better.
That's it. A flow burst. That should get his attention.
I feel like you just stole my idea and stated it in a very crass manner in order to pass it as your own.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Ah!
Okay.
Kay? What was that?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine.
Where are you?
In the living room. Don't come in.
Why shouldn't I come in?
I, made a small mistake.
What did you break?
Nothing. I just tried to further condense the rust to see if we could reach a new stage. And the rust blew up a bit. But no worries, I'll clean it up.
Clean up. Stay there. I'm coming.
Nope. Do not come in.
Oh my, whoa! This is disgusting! Why is there apple dew all over the place?
I was thinking that apple dew puree may be a better cooling liquid, so I...
Oh, you have a little bit on your chin. I'm not going to be too mad.
You have a little bit on your chin.
Where? Here?
Hold on. I'll wipe it off.
Oh no.
Oh. There's some in your neck, too.
I'm pretty sure that it couldn't have slipped under.
You never know.
Oh. There's someone there too?
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, while they do whatever that is, I do believe that as we get up for a brand new day, we're going to leave the episode here. So, have a wonderful whenever, because they don't need the shower. Thank you. Have a wonderful whenever, and I will see you in the next one. Valet.